Hey guys, and welcome back to the Valheim modded series here on my channel. Today we're going to be talking all about farming, and as you can see, I've started to build up a bit of a farm area here off cam, so let's talk about this and what we're going to do today. Okay, so first of all, we have these right here. These are horse stables, so we're going to get some horses tamed today, and at least one of them with a saddle on it that we can ride around. So I'm pretty excited to do that, and this is where they will live when we're not using them. Then over here, I've got a few pens for different things, just sort of marked out, including a pen over here as well. Now this pen over here is pretty cool because we can actually open this gate and close it. So this is a really nice thing we have in this mod pack is all the different build materials, including these fences. We also have a mod that allows us to build nice bridges in this game, but I need a few blood bags in order to do it. So later on, we'll upgrade this bridge as well as a few other things around here, I'm sure. Now I placed the weatherstone down here because they're actually quite cheap to make, and it's just really nice having this clear weather all the time. So we're going to have quite a sunny, nice farm. Now over here we have cows, and I was hoping that we could breed them, but it turns out that I don't think you can actually breed them. However, they do have another use. Let me just go ahead and open up the VNEI here. And here we go. The Cowl Stool says that produces 8 milk every 6 hours. So if I click on that, you'll see that in order to make the Cowl Stool, you'll need 6 of these cream things right here, which over here you can see we already have one of those. You'll also need some carrots, and you'll need a cow, and I also have the cow. So I got this cow, and I also got this cream from killing cows in the wild. So that's how you get these drops. Now, unfortunately, as I say, I don't think we can actually breed them. I am going to test it out later. If I don't mention it again in this video, then we couldn't actually breed them. Just from reading the mod page, it says that you can. Now, other things we have here, we've got a little honey farm going on. So the reason this is fenced off is mostly to protect them against grey dwarfs and things, but it does look kind of cool as well. And I lit that up with these little candles right here because it seemed kind of apt that we'd have candles next to the bees. And then just a bit of a food processing place here. So on top of here, we're going to have 3 fermenting barrels with chests underneath to store potions in. And then we have a ton of stuff here where we can store food that needs to be cooked or food that has been cooked. So this will be a whole food processing area. But again, this is going to look a lot nicer in the future. We'll do like a proper floor and some stuff like that. But now though, it's functional and does what it needs to do. So the first thing I definitely need to get started with is making up some carrots and making up a carrot farm basically, so we can get a lot of them. The reason being is carrots are going to be used for breeding horses long term, which is going to be useful, obviously, as a renewable resource. And it's also used in other things in the farming, like you saw there for the cows and things. So we're going to need to make ourselves up a cultivator, and I have all the stuff on me to do that. And this is obviously a good way of starting off with farming. Now, if I click the cultivator, you'll see here that we have a ton more recipes than what we have in vanilla. So we can even plant our own pickable mushrooms, which will respawn, as well as other things that we have down here, the bushes, and also you can plant things like raspberry bushes and blueberry bushes as well. So there you go, raspberry bush right there. You see you just need raspberries to plant them, blueberry bush requires blueberries, and so on and so forth. You can even plant yourself respawning flint and respawning stones. This is really, really cool. Basically everything, as you see here, you know, thistles and even like apple saplings and cherry trees and all the other stuff that we have in this modded game. So this is going to be awesome for aesthetics, but also very useful for the process of getting into farming. Now, as you can see, I've got 96 carrot seeds. So what I'm going to do is tidy up my inventory, go and cultivate a load of land and start planting down some carrots. Now, one cool mod I have in this pack is called Farming Grid. So let me show you quickly how this works. If we go ahead and plant a carrot down here, then you'll see that this grid automatically comes up, and it will allow us now to sort of orientate this so we have the perfect distance between these carrots to plant them like efficiently. So what we can do is just go ahead and let's get it nicely lined up there. And there we go. Once we've got it lined up, we can just walk all around like this and plant them in the perfect spot. And if you get good at it, you can do it really, really quickly and just be confident that your carrots are not going to be too close together. So just thought I'd explain how that mod works so that you guys are aware, and basically you're going to have a really nice organized farm. If that's your thing, then you're going to be happy. Incidentally, if you don't want to snap your crops to the grid, all you have to do is press the shift key, and then you can place the crops outside the grid like you see here. So we now have all of our carrot seeds planted, all the ones we have for now, and it's pretty cool actually because they actually tell you how long is left, which is quite a nice feature that we have in this mod pack. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the same way that I actually got these cows over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and kill these cows a second. Basically kill them because we just don't need them, and we'd just be better to use the stuff we get from them. I will have to test whether or not I can tame them. Perhaps I'll do that later on. But for now, all we're really focusing on is having the cow thing. So if I go into VNEI, yeah, this right here, Cowl Stool, that's all we're worried about for now. Now I noticed this before actually, these items here, they kind of seem to stay here. These are cow carcasses, but they don't seem to move. This happened when I killed a cow in the wild. Just a quick update about these carcasses, guys. You'll see here that if I use an axe and swing my axe at them, I can actually break them up. And then you'll get this stuff here, pieces of carcass, which it says you can chop up at the butcher station, which we'll take a look at later on in this episode. Now it does seem to have to be an axe. I tried it with a few other weapons and tools and things, and none of them work. So for some reason, it does seem to need to be an axe, but yeah, there you go. You can get rid of them. Anyway, so the mod that I used in order to get them over here is teleport anything or teleport everything. It's one of the two. It's in the pack. So I've earmarked this location over here for boar, and I'm going to show you how this one works. Now I was hoping to find 2-star boar eventually, but for now I think I'll settle for any boar that we can find. So we go ahead and place down the portal over here like this, and if I type in A, then it will connect up to one in the wild. Now all I have to do is have a mob aggro and and trying to come and get me, and then it will teleport through to get me. However, in order to set this up, you do need to change the config settings, so let me show you how to do that right now. So in the good old Thunderstorm mod manager, go down to your configs, type in teleport, and here we go, teleport everything, and go to edit config. Now, where it says portal behavior here, you want to go down to here, and you want to type this in exactly as you see it right there. Now, again, I will put the link to this mod page in the description for you guys to look at, but you can see here we have these different acceptable values, and the take them with you value, if we put that in, it changes the way the portals work, and by doing this, it means that the mobs can come with us, which I'm going to show you on cam in just a second. Now, one item you might want to make up when you get into farming and killing mobs is this right here, the butcher's knife, which is just 4 tin and 2 wood. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and make that one up right now, and I'll show you what we can do with this thing. Now, do remember that when you're playing Valheim, you've got this right here, and if I click this here, you can see the swords are like this. This means we won't be able to hurt any animals that we have tamed. If we set it to this, then we will be able to hurt animals we've tamed, so this is another way you can kill animals you've tamed just with normal weapons in the game. Now, killing horses can be a little bit difficult. It takes several hits and they run away and stuff. So the butcher's knife, this is where it comes into its own. Let's go ahead and equip that. So I'm sorry, Horzan, but you are going to be the one who's going to die here. So we just walk up and we give him a hit and boom. 1 hit, 1 kill. Now, if you want to know how good that actually is, go ahead and try killing some horses using a bronze mace or something like that. Being able to do this in 1 hit is actually so useful. So definitely something worth mentioning, but it works with the vanilla Valheim mobs as well. So things like, you know, boar and wolves and things like that, locks as well. So it does massive damage and it's definitely the useful item to have when you're trying to do this. Now, talking of boar, we have a boar just up there, which is a great opportunity for me to show you what I wanted to show you. So I've placed down a workbench. Now I'm going to place down a portal and call it A. It's the same as the one we're trying to connect up to, of course. Now, where did that ball go? There he is up here. So let's get him aggroed at us and then I'll show you what I mean. Right, there we go. Now he's angry. He's got a red name. He's really angry. All right, so we go through here. Now, every time we run through a portal, we have a chance of him coming with us. So let's see if this worked. Okay, first try was not a success. I'm going to keep doing this until it works. I'll tell you how many tries it took me. So incidentally, each try, all I'm going to do is I just portal back through to get back to the portal I was just at. Then when I arrive, I make sure the boar is somewhere nearby. Where's he gone? Okay, here we go. We got the boar chasing us. So each time, just get him to chase you, get him aggroed at you and run back to your portal. And you want to make sure he's nearby when you teleport through. So I wouldn't go just yet. I'd wait until he's really close by, and then we're going to run through and see if he comes with us. Okay, we're through again, but I'm not seeing the ball nearby. So we come back, we get him aggro, and we try again. All right, there he is, guys. He's through the portal. Awesome. So there we go. He's aggroed at us, he's angry, and he's back in the portal. Now, what we need to do is make sure that we block off this area, because otherwise he's going to just keep coming through with us. So what I'm going to do is just build along here like this. There we go. I think I just about trapped him in. Okay, so I want to keep him away from this portal. Now, I'm not sure that's actually far enough away. Okay, new plan. What I'm going to do is start building a little thing over here, and because he's aggroed at us, he's going to come and try to get us anyway. So we should be able to block him in here without too much trouble. There we go. Okay, so he's blocked nice and far away from that portal for a second, so hopefully now when I go back through, he's not going to come with us. In the configs, instantly you can change the range at which these portals work as you try and do this, but obviously it's a really easy way to get animals back to your farm. Okay, so he didn't come with us that time. I'll definitely keep an eye on that, but I think he should be okay where he is. I think the range is relatively small, you know, in the config, so we should be okay. So now I just need to find another boar to bring back with me, and then we'll have 2, and we can start our boar breeding program. Now, incidentally, the butcher's knife does only work on tamed animals. I should mention that. So right now I'm having to fight this one with my mace. But as you can see, it's taken a ton of hits, which is why using the butcher's knife on tamed animals is just a much quicker way of killing them once you have tamed them. Now, the teleportation method should work with any animal, whether it's tame or aggro at you. What I'm really interested to see, though, is whether or not it's going to work with bosses. So that could be something to try out later on into this series that we can maybe have some fun and play around with. Now, I've got 2 boar here that are aggroed at me, so I'm going to try and get them both to come near this portal at the same time and then see if they both come through. But even if not, hopefully there's more chance that one of them will come through when we have 2 of them there. Okay, here we go. Did anyone come? Oh, neither of the 2 came. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's try that again. Right, here they are. They're both here. And yep, they are definitely both angry. Let's see if one comes through. Okay, no, still no boar came through. Wait, no, he did. Oh, this one here. Yes, because this one here is locked away. Aha, so one of them did come through. Okay, sorry, little dude, but you're now free. There you go. All right, great. So these boar are all free. But I'm going to go ahead and chuck in some stuff. I think I got a lot of mushrooms, so I'll chuck them a load of mushrooms and they can try to breed up. But as I'm sure you can appreciate, this is going to make breeding animals and stuff a lot easier and a lot more fun in game. There we go. There's a ton of mushrooms in there. I think I've got some more as well. So yeah, definitely something to showcase here. And as I showed before as well, it does work with the other mobs, the non-vanilla mobs that we have in this game. So for me, it worked with the cows, for example, and obviously I've worked with you guys for the cows as well. Apparently there are sheep in the game that can be tamed and can also be bred. So I'm looking for animals that we can breed basically. And this farm will be something that expands as we go through the game, and we might find that in new biomes there are new types of animals, and of course there'll definitely be the new crops with turnips and onions and things like that. So it could be sort of like a nice ongoing build project for us, and one that I definitely want to start today because it's good to start this nice and early. But as I say, one that could continue as well with different streams and videos being dedicated to to it. So the next thing I'm going to do is just try and find some more animals to add to our farm, give it a more farm look and feel. And I'll give you guys a little update once all that's done. And then we're going to talk about some other modded cooking things we have with some new cooking utensils and things like that. And of course, we're still working on getting our horses saddled up as well. So lots to do today. I'm going to go and get on with some things and bring you guys back in whenever there's an update. So I've got a couple of pigs over here. They're the old spot variety of pig that's in this mod pack, and they're both tame. So what I'll do is pet both of them. So they're both now hopefully going to follow me. And then let's build our way out of here, get them to come over to this portal, and hopefully they'll follow me through the portal. My goodness, they're not the fastest mob I've ever seen. Okay, we're going to wait for them to come over here. 6 hours later. Okay, the workbench seem to be in their way. They're struggling with the hill. This is, they're never going to escape. That's probably a good thing. Hopefully they're now close enough to the portal. Let's walk through and see if they come with me. Okay, they didn't that time. It might be a chance thing again, like it was with the hostile mobs, so I'll keep trying it and let you know how I get on. I think what we need to do is go back into the teleport everything configs over here. And over here where it says ally mode, at the moment it's on no allies, which obviously that's not going to work. So I'm going to change this to only follow. That seems to be a sensible way to do this. So then if we have a mob following us, it has a chance to come through the portal with us. Now I'm going to save that and see if this works without me having to relog, and I'll let you guys know how I get on. Okay, so let's get these guys here following us. There we go. And let's go through, and I think that might have worked. I feel like they disappeared before me there, if I was right. Yeah, here they are. The pigs are here. That's awesome. So you can actually change the config for that, and you don't have to relog or reload your game or whatever for it to actually take effect, which is really nice. Now, while we're over here, let's see how the boar are getting on. We've been trying to get those tamed up a bit, and they're not quite there. Okay. Now they're angry at me. But still, it's coming along. We've got the boar over there. We've got the old spots here. I should say, I think the old spots actually drop the same things that boar drop. So this is more aesthetical than anything else, but I thought it'd be nice to have a farm with a few different animals going on. Also, it's never a bad thing to have extra boar meat and extra leather and stuff like that. So not a bad thing at all. Well, a very exciting time right now because we're about to make our first ever horse saddle on this server, or on this world, I should say. And as you can see, it takes 10 bronze, 20 farmwood, and 30 horsehide. So this is by no means an easy item to make. It's actually a reasonably expensive item, but hopefully it will be worth it. I'm sure it will, and I can't wait to ride my first horse. Now, I will say I've had to kill quite a few horses that we tamed in the last episode in order to make this. We are still breeding them up, so we'll get some more back, but your name may be gone, and I apologize if that is you. Okay, so over at the pen, let's have a look. We've got, this is Sahara here. Hello, Sahara. So if I look at you and then press 8, does that saddle you up? Well, use horse saddle on what? I mean, the horse would be good. Do we? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. There we go. So left shift plus E would remove it, but if we press E, oh my God, I'm on a horse in Valheim. I've wanted to do this for so long. And here we go. Now, can we jump? Oh, well, I can jump, but the horse can. Okay, let's make a little way to get Sahara out, and then we can move her, I think Sahara's a female name probably, right? Over to our new pen. So I guess we jump to get off the horse. That's great. Let's go ahead and place this down. Okay, fence repairs are done. Let's get Sahara to her new home. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Now, can I use like a bow and arrow on here? Well, I can stand up on top of the horse and use it, but I think I cannot stay saddled and still use it. So that'd be something that'd be really awesome if we could do. I assume melee weapons are the same. Yeah, you stand up and use them. So basically it's not going to be something you can like shoot from at this stage. That would definitely be a great progression in the future, but I do really like this for now. It looks pretty cool. So down towards the farm, this will be Sahara's new home in one of the stables right here. So we can just go ahead. Let's see if we get in there. Yep, there we go. And now we cannot shut these gates while we're on Sahara. That's interesting. Okay, let's get her nicely in there so that when we shut these gates, she's not going to escape. And there we go. There's her new home. So obviously eventually I'm hoping to have these stables filled with horses and probably get them up to 2-star horses and all that sort of stuff. But like the rest of this farm, it will be an ongoing progression throughout this series. Now, there are some changes to the farm as well. I've added in these little areas here, little sort of veggie patches, if you like. So we've got one here for garlic. These are red mushrooms and yellow mushrooms and also thistles. And again, we'll add to this as we go through and just have like lots of different crops and things growing just for whenever we need them. On top of that, I was stood near the pigs over here, or the boars, I should say, and I pressed P to teleport, you know, the whole P and L teleport thing. And the pigs died, or at least they despawned or something. They're just completely gone. And they didn't go to where I teleported either, so they didn't come with me that way. I really don't know what happened to them. Now, given that we have these pigs over here that I have been breeding, you'll see there's now 3 of them. We need to give them a bit more food, but yes, they've been breeding up. I don't think I need a boar as well, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with these, and we'll put something different in the pen over there. Now, what I've been noticing is my items seem to be despawning quite quickly on the floor, so when I'm trying to breed up animals, that's become a bit of a problem, and as such, I found a new mod that I'm going to add to the pack that will fix this, and it's going to be a really useful mod. So I'm going to go ahead and install that mod now, then come back and show you what it does and obviously give the information for that mod. There will be a link to it in the description and you guys can obviously add that through your Thunderstorm mod manager. I will also do an update of this mod pack soon. I'm learning so much about modded that there's going to be quite a few different updates, I think. So I'm trying to spread them apart a little bit, but I'll definitely show you how to add this mod for now. You guys can easily do it yourselves. So there should be no problems with that. So to add this mod, you just load up this mod pack as you normally would. If there's a yellow thing up here, make sure you update if it asks you if any mods need updating. But to add in the mod we're going to do, go to online here and search feed, and you'll see this top one here, auto feed with container. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that and click download, and then we want to download with the dependencies. And once that is done, if you're playing exactly the same version that I am and all the rest of it, then up here you'll see 68 mods. But a good way to check is just to come to your installed folder and start searching for feed, and as long as you see it there, then it is definitely installed. So with that mod installed, if I go ahead and place down a chest in here with these pigs, put it somewhere nice and central, and then I'll add in something they eat, which in this case is going to be carrots. So you can see we have 10 carrots in there. Now this looks good because they're all moving towards the chest and there's some hearts happening and stuff like that. So now if I look in here, yes, they've all had a carrot. That's great. So this will be a way to tame and of course breed animals using this mod, and it's something that is going to be super useful in my opinion because, as I say, I keep getting items that are just despawning and it's been a little bit frustrating as a result. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that mod. If you guys ever have suggestions for mods you'd like me to add, please do let me know down in the description. The next thing I'd like to build is this thing right here, the Cowl Stool that we talked about earlier on in the game. So we're going to put that just somewhere out here. Now, animal rights concerns aside, this is going to be really useful for us. So you see here, milk cow, we can press E to pick that up, and oh my goodness, look at all this milk again. Let's go pick all that up and see how much we actually got from this. Okay, that is really useful actually, because we got 8 cream from this. Cream milk I think is interchangeable, and it only takes 6 to make another one of these. So I'm actually going to make another one of these up. So these cow stools are kind of expensive. It's 50 wood, 20 carrots, a cow, and 6 cream to build them. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. There we go. They've got some neighbors. The good news about this though is as soon as you milk them, you do get 8 of the milk back. So you actually, like, the milk that you need, or the cream, however you look at it, is you actually get more of it back. So this is going to be our cream production here in the early game, and it'll be something that again will develop over time. Actually, there's more cream in here. My goodness, we've got 10 cream on us now. That's so good. So yeah, something will definitely develop over time, and obviously it's going to be used in a lot of like cooking recipes and possibly potions and stuff. I'll have to see as I go through. Now this episode is going on a bit just for a farming episode, and there's still like a lot more stuff to talk about. All these different items here that we can cook with, all different recipes. I haven't yet made a cauldron up, so there's so much still to talk about. And for that reason, I think I'm going to dedicate the next episode, which will possibly be a shorter episode, but we'll see how we go. But we'll dedicate that to the food, I think, at that stage. I try to keep these episodes like as short as I can, so they're not dragging on too much, but hopefully they're still interesting and covering the information that is required for these different mods that I'm showing. So hopefully I achieve that. Obviously, feel free to give me feedback down in the comments. I always appreciate that. But for now, the dad jokes are of course coming, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Did you hear about the cow that won the lottery? It was over the moon. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you say to a cow that's accidentally wet itself? There's no use crying over spilt milk. I really should move on from the cow jokes now. Okay, I'm definitely done with the cow jokes, so I'm just milking it at this point.